one of the big discussions on the website is who's the best players, starting fives at EC Central, and so I want to kind of get in that with you, and also I want to do I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I
Okay.
want to get if you had an opportunity to play at Washington,
Okay.
I want your starting five. With that team and also overall at EC Central, so we can start with Central point guard.
Okay. Uh, Point guards.
Yeah.
Point guards. I would have to go with definitely Shante Joshua, but known as Cramp.
Okay.
Rest in peace. You know, he was just a smart player, man. You know, he was strong. He just knew the game. You know, he just know how to exploit other people's weaknesses. You know, and dude could just do it all. You know what I'm saying? Just I mean, like I give an example. They had like little tournaments. You know, like you know on the block or whatever, and you know Drake Morris was like the real big name. You know what I'm saying? Coming from around, he played at Purdue, had a couple 10-day contracts. You know all that stuff, and young Shante Joshua. You know, I think he was like in his first year at the junior college. He put up 68 points against
Whoa.
this Drake Morris now, and everybody like, you know, like who is this little kid, you know, killing Drake now?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a lot of buzz, and I remember that like it was yesterday. Yeah, so I definitely had to say point guards. I would have to put you know, Shante Joshua, definitely.
So he's better than Delmar Johnson, Coop.
In my opinion, yeah, you know, in my opinion, you know, Delmar, you know what I'm saying? He had game, you know, he handled the rock, but I just think Crap had, you know, an all around game, you know what I'm saying? That, Coop was more of a two guard. He was more of a, you know what I'm saying, shoot, you know, he was real athletic, you know what I'm saying? He had a stroke on him, but you know, Coop was scoring a lot of different ways. You gotta put Lonzo French in there too, man. That
Yeah,
man
yeah,
handles, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Definitely got to mention him, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I would have to definitely go with Shante Joshua, though.
Okay. Shooting guard.
Shooting guard. Wow. Um, ooh, we had a lot of those. We had a lot of those. Well, for my year, you know, we had Wayman Upshaw. You know, he was a big shooting guard. You know, he was, you know, thin, but you know what I'm saying, he was like 6'3". You know, had a stroke on him. You
Yeah.
know, and greatest of all time. I don't know if you just going by just shooting. I would have to say, little Tremaine Cooley. He had one of the best strokes that I've seen. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. You can go with a lot of people with that, man. But
If you
who?
had, if you a GM and you're a GM and you need one shooting guard from EC history, who you gonna go
Ooh,
with?
ooh. If I'm a GM, I'm gonna have to go with. Rather go with Charles Ricks, man.
Okay.
Chuck had a stroke on him. Yeah, he had a stroke, and he wasn't scared to pull. Yeah, he'd pull in any situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
He was booming on boys
Oh
too.
yeah, he had them hops. He was like I said,
Yeah.
he was all around. That's why you know I probably had to go with him at that two guard position because he can pretty much do it all too. You know, and he didn't have no conscience. You know what I'm saying? He didn't care where he was pulling from. You know, he was pulling, but he was definitely athletic and he had the handles. He had a pretty much all around game. So yeah, I had to go with Charles Ricks.
Small forward.
See, man, I think you got to go with Smooth, man. You know, you got to go with Etwan Moore. You know, just from what he's done. You know, I think Judah is a close second. You know what I'm saying? But I would say I would have to go with yeah, definitely.
So let me ask you. I don't mean to cut you off. Are you saying Antoine because of his career or because of his skills? Because what I hear from a lot of people is that he ain't necessarily the best athlete to come through Central, but his numbers.
Well,
He's real consistent.
you know, Etwan, he don't have that wow factor. You know what I'm saying? He don't have that. You know what I'm saying? That Blake Griffin and all that, but he can do everything. You know,
Gotcha.
and when you say best player, I think all around. You know what I'm saying? He can handle the ball, he can pass, he can shoot, he can defend. You know, when you say all around, I have to go with Etwan. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, close second would be Jay Park, Judah Park.
Okay.
Yeah.
Power forward.
Well, I would have to go with. I had to go with Marlon Anderson or Will Puckett. You know what I'm saying? Because like again, the cats had an all-around game, and Marlon Anderson, I say him because just imagine Amari Stoudemire with Hadnoser with a 3-point shot. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
this was him back in the day, and because the teams were so talented that he played on, I think it kind of got overshadowed, and he wasn't able to show off his talents as well as he could have. But had he played his senior year in '92, I think they definitely would have won a state championship though. Yeah.
So yeah, Marlon Anderson.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know a lot of people say Udi, you know what I'm saying, but he he played 1 year, you know what I'm saying. He definitely got talent, and he was cold, but I think he only played like 1 year. So.
And then he probably missed about 10 games.
Yeah, that year.
He played that year too. Yeah.
Yeah. So he got that Blake Griffin, effect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He come through tip dunking 4-5 times, shoot threes. A big man doing all that. So he definitely got that wow factor.
Gotcha.
But I had to roll with Marlon though.
Center.
That was that position was. I don't think it was ever really strong. You know what I'm saying, for Central, because we all were pretty much 6'4" and under. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to kind of put, say a center, because not too many of us really played just strictly center. But I don't know. Can't remember the kid's name. He played with Judah and Delmar and them when they went downstate their junior year. I think his last name was Terry. He was pretty good center, and Jared Buggs, he was pretty good. Who else? Yeah, I probably had to
Skip
go.
Clark.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't nowhere near the greatest, man. None of that, part of Central, because Central had a lot of good talent, man. But like I said, man, I did a lot of dirty work. You know what I'm saying? I stayed in the paint, and did my thing, but nowhere else to be mentioned in a lot of those cats' names. But yeah, I did what I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if we had two schools, East Chicago, Washington, give me your 5 for that squad right there.
Well, with my year, it would have been Trey Buzz at the point. It would have been Jason Jackson at the 2, Craig Williams at the 3, Damon Thompson at the 4, and myself at the center. That would have been our starting 5. And we would have been strong coming off the bench. We would have had Maurice Lauderdale, Kuzabi Powell. We would have been deep. You know what I'm saying? And at that time, we would probably been playing against probably Wayne Jones, Wayne Manupshaw. Who else? Probably Eugene Johnson.
Anton Williams, then.
Yeah, Anton Williams. Yeah, Anton Williams and Dante Williams.
Yeah. Who win?
We do, you know what I'm saying? We gave them an early preview, you know what I'm saying, in middle school, you know what I'm saying? We definitely do. I think we was playing together for a long time, and I think we would have had coaching, as an edge. Rest in peace, John Ty, but I think ADL was a better coach than Ty was. So I think we would have had that coaching on our side. So.
I've done over 60 interviews so far, and what I've gotten from like the greatest basketball players is all the pretty consistent guys.
Right.
But why is Kuzabi Powell never mentioned, and also Trey Buggs?
Well, Kuzabi Powell. See, with the positions, like me personally, my greatest 5, not going by position, would be Etwan Moore, Judah Parks, Kuzabi Powell, Marlon Anderson, and Will Puckett. That would be, my opinion, the best 5 as far as all-around players. I think Kuzabi doesn't get mentioned a lot because he was from the Harbor, for one. For 2, I think because he was he was real laid back, mild mannered, and but just man, what the boy can do on the court, man, just just wasn't seen at the time, man. He had handles, he had a stroke. You know, when you review that game when they played Valpo, you're gonna see, who was doing their thing in that game, and Xavier Powell was definitely doing his thing against a future pro in Bryce Drew. So the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta look. So, but Trey Buzz, that was my point guard. So I'm gonna show him love. Trey, man, Trey was the coach on the floor. Ever since we were young, when we played against him in elementary school, all we hearing on our side of town is Trey Buzz, Trey do this, Trey do this, and Trey, man, Trey had a will to win. Trey just didn't want to quit. He just, no matter who it was or who was playing against, Trey, he had us in all our right spots, and if Trey threw you, he dropped it down to you, you ain't scored, you weren't getting that ball no more. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, definitely got to show Trey some love, man. And Trey, man, I mean, Trey, I think he could have did a lot more in college. But I think at that time the Big Ten was pictured as, big bodies, you know what I'm saying? And, Trey was, kind of small. But I definitely think he had the game to play at Purdue. But I think, like I said at the time, this is big dog era, you know what I'm saying? Hey, point guard, 6'4", big as us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Trey was just a little too small at the time, but I definitely think he had the talent to do that. But you got a accounting degree at Purdue, so I think he already doing all right.
Yeah.
So it's all good. Yeah, it's cool.